guys, welcome back to the channel. We're currently in Austin, Texas for the first market of 2 markets this video. As you can see behind us, we're setting up for the ISG market. It's a market that happens like basically monthly here in Austin. It's a ton of fun. Tomorrow we're going back to Houston to vend at the Thrifted Threads market. I vended at the College Station one, but we're actually vending at the Houston location. It should be a fun video, stay to the end to see all the customer interactions, setting up, all that fun stuff. But before we do set up, we got here early to secure a good parking spot, but let's go get some coffee real fast. Coffee secured. We stopped by this little coffee shop called Manana. We've had it, I don't know, it was like maybe over a year ago, but we really like their coffee there, and it's only like a 6-minute walk from the market, quite literally. We were walking down this alley and the market is, if it was zoom, all the way down there. There's people setting up with tents. Obviously one of the goals is to sell clothes and do well in regards to that. But as you guys know, November 2nd, I am hosting my own market. So I want to film a lot of content, for that, like vendor interviews, different like funny reels and stuff like that. So I'm mentioning it now in the video to hold myself accountable, and I'll show you guys like different things I do. We're almost back at the market. The market does start in 2 hours, so we have a little bit of time to set up. It should be a chill setup process. So I'm gonna enjoy my coffee and show you guys the setup. This honestly was such a great walk from the coffee shop to the market, but it's time to set up. We end up having to bring this cart over this like grassed hill. You'll see it later in the video. It was super tedious, but we made trips back and forth, started putting the booths together. I had a bunch of new inventory that you guys saw in previous videos, so I was happy to put out the new stuff. Honestly, the weather was really nice, and to be honest, it was kind of cold, which, spoiler alert, it gets hot later in the day, but the weather in the morning was beautiful. Pairing it with the coffee, it was a great start to the day. So I'm editing the video right now and I realized my lav mic was set to mute this entire clip. There's a little button right over here. It's super easy to mute it and I always forget to check it. But let's go over what I'm saying this clip. Basically, this is my $10 rack. It's a bunch of things on it, a lot of goodies. I'm incorporating $10 rack just to sell more. I showed my pants rack, and then here's my miscellaneous rack with all my cropped like button-up shirts, t-shirts. The booth is looking full. The booth is looking great. I'm really excited about this market. It's one of my favorite markets to do in Austin. There's over 110 vendors. As you can see here, there's a ton of vendors set up all throughout me. It's fun because it's not just vintage vendors. There's like jewelry vendors, there's like baked goods, there's a lot of food. Sometimes they get really good sponsorships like Guayaki, Topo Chico. It's a really good market. Definitely. And November is the next one they're hosting. You guys should pull up. I believe over here, I am set up next to my girlfriend. Her booth is right there. Pretty cool. But yeah, let's get back to the market. Time for a mid-market check-in. It is about 2:30. We've been here for about 3.5 hours, and honestly, it hasn't been bad. It is freaking hot though. I don't know if it's the smartest idea to be drinking a Celsius while like it's freaking 90 degrees out, but I felt so sluggish. So luckily a homie went to the gas station and got me something. Did you want to grab this guy? Cool. Okay, let me wrap up. Customers are coming and going. Sales are pretty good. I'll check up with you guys later in the market. And the people kept coming. Also, it was incredibly hot. I was sitting out in the sun. Not the best idea, but here's some of the pieces I sold. Literally found these in the previous video. I was grateful to be moving new products. Okay, check-in number 2. We are not at the market anymore. We're going for a walk. We are walking across the street to that 7-Eleven over there because your guy is dehydrated. Ooh, a little dark, but yeah, no, it's super freaking hot. The sun is blazing right now. There's not a single cloud in the sky. So I figured stop by 7-Eleven, get some like electrolytes in me. It's hot because we're about to tear down in about an hour. The market's starting to slow down now. It's still good, don't get me wrong, but I do want to fuel up a little bit before we do start tearing down. So let's get something to drink and let's head back to the market. It is freaking bright out, but I got this electrolyte drink from the 7-Eleven. I've personally never had it before, but it said premium hydration, and that's what I need right now. I got the coconut flavor. It tastes like coconut. It's good. I mean, I feel a little bit better. I see vendors all the time drink this, so I figured why not try it. But we gotta get back to the booth. This is where we're walking towards right now. There's the market. I would check back with y'all guys whenever it's time for teardown. Something I am not looking forward to do. Here I am weaving through the crowd, trying to get back to my booth. Literally, it was towards the end of the day and there was still a good amount of people here. I do love this market a lot, but nothing really else happened, so we decided to tear down. Here I am going back up the hill. Let's see, will I show it? Yep. It's a tiny hill, but it makes a big difference. We end up stopping by one of our favorite boba shops to celebrate a good day, and yeah, let's wrap up in the truck, guys. Hey guys, we are done with teardown. Teardown was such an annoying process. It was so hot, and literally, like I mentioned in the last clip, the sun was blazing. Literally, the sun did not rest at all. We ended up getting food, and then one thing we like to do in Austin, like literally every time we're here, is to go to this one place. What is it called? I remember what it's called.
Cha Chi San Chen.
Yes, it'll be right here just in case. But both me and my girlfriend, we both got. Oh, it says it on the. It says it on the little thing.
Exactly what I just said.
But they have like more like fancy teas and like boba and stuff like that. It is really good and it's really yum.
I kind of don't like my drink. I wish I got the green tea with the cream.
Oh, it's still good though.
Switch. Try.
It's yum.
It has 0 sugar in it because you're weaker.
I like my drinks with no sugar. I get the fruit tea with 0 sugar because I feel the fruit sweetens it naturally. She doesn't like it, but
I got the osmanthus green tea with honey. It kind of tastes weird though.
I like it. It's good. We're gonna get going home. Tomorrow is the Thrifted Threads market. It should be a good market. The one in College Station is normally pretty good, so hopefully it translates to Houston. I don't know. But we're gonna finish up our drink and then we got a 2-hour drive back to Houston. I'll see you guys tomorrow at the Thrifted Threads market. And just like that, we're back from Austin and now it's time to set up in Houston. Here I am setting up my industrial pipe racks. I did make a video on this, so if you're curious how to make them, it'll be linked above. But yeah, it was honestly a really chill setup. I parked my truck right next to the store and it was just basically everything was packed from Austin. We ended up getting back home around like 10 o'clock last night. It was like 10:30. I've done the drive multiple times where like doing a market in Austin and driving back late at night. So it wasn't that bad for anyone who's curious, but there was space behind my booth. So quite literally all I had to do was just push my pants rack a little bit, set the pants back in place, and boom, my bins are hidden. Perfect for whenever it's time to tear down. The booth is all done and it looks great. Let's hope we have a good day selling here in Houston. Good morning, guys. It is day 2 of vending at vintage markets. We're currently set up for the Thrifted Threads market and it's really cute. There's only like, let's see, 8, 10, 12, maybe like 12 vendors. So compared to the 110 vendors from yesterday, it is a very small market, but it's a very quaint market. We're all set up. Luckily, there's a gas station literally next to the place. Let me show you guys. Right over there. And I was able to get me a Celsius because your boy was tired. Literally, I don't know if the camera does it justice, but I got a really bad sunburn, especially on the back of my neck, just from like being in the sun all day. So I didn't want to get out of bed this morning, but this Celsius is helping me get through the day. The setup for today is about the same. Actually, it's quite literally the same, except over here, we put some of the camo stuff right there just to like space it out because I sold a good bit yesterday and I didn't bring any restock for today's market. So I figured, oh, camera over here acting wonky on the tripod. I figured I'd space it out, and I forgot this yesterday, but today we got flyers for my market. This is my first time vending at the Houston Thrifted Threads market, so I don't know how it's gonna go. It's a free market nevertheless, and I get to go back home. I don't have to do a long drive after tonight, so that's a plus. But we're going to sell. I'm going to get as much content as I can, and I'll check up on y'all guys later. Here's another look at the market. It's super quaint, tiny, but it has a lot of life to it. It's hosted by Thrifted Threads. The Houston location, I ended up watching this guy's booth, and I just wanted to take a video because it was honestly super sick. His curation was really nice. This next hoodie was actually a Russian Harley Davidson hoodie. It was really sick. This Kowalski shirt was from a shop here in Houston. Really nice. And you guys know, Thrifted Threads had to get ice cream. Hey guys, time for the market update. So the update is nothing. Quite literally, this market has been pretty slow. From my understanding, I was talking to the owner of the store, and they said that the food vendor canceled last minute and the DJ vendor canceled last minute, which honestly stinks. It does kill the traffic a little bit in the market, but regardless, it was a free market. It was a really easy market to set up for. But yeah, I've been bored out of my mind. I've been playing games on my phone, just trying to kill time. Being bored works up an appetite, so I went to the gas station and got this little Hillshire snacking, what is it? It's like pepperoni and cheese. I like this brand. I like the one that's like salami and cheese. It's pretty good. It comes with like the little like toasted bread on it. It's pretty yum. I did have like popcorn chicken and fries that I warmed up from the house, but I was hungry, so I can't show you guys that because it literally disappeared. Even though the market has been slow, there has been a lot of good conversations with vendors, obviously promoting my market, handing out flyers, but just like talks with vendors. Like for example, I had a conversation, I'll have his Instagram up here, Ace Hunt Vintage. He's like a OG in the vintage scene here in Houston, and he's very wise and honestly just a great dude to talk to. Just like simple conversations like that make the day worth it. What is it like? In terms of money, the money isn't the best, I'll be honest. It's a free event, so literally everything's profit, but it's just kind of like in terms of like time and standing out in the sun, trying not to get another sunburn, the money is meh, but the conversations have been good. Whenever I get back to my apartment or later in the video, I'm gonna go over the breakdown of how much I made between both Austin and Houston. I forgot where I was for a second. Go over some of my closing thoughts and honestly some things I've been thinking about the booth, because obviously I've been selling for 4 years, but the landscape of vintage has changed tremendously, especially within the last like year and a half. So yeah, I have some new ideas for the booth and I'm excited to share it with y'all guys, because at the end of the day, yes, I'm getting into market hosting, yes, I'm pursuing different endeavors, but I love selling vintage. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, do all those fun things. But yes, I'm gonna enjoy my little snack and check in with y'all guys later. Thrifted Threads didn't have a restroom working, so I had to cross the street. So here I am about to play real life Frogger, crossing the road, but guys, the market really didn't pick up. I'm not gonna lie, this is a cool shot from outside the market, just knowing how quaint and tiny it was. So I decided to tear down. I got the truck loaded up and everything, and let's head to the unit, guys. And just like that, we're back at the unit, guys. Not really much happened at the market. Like I said, it was kind of slow. So I decided to tear down, and now I'm here. I am dreading tearing down. Everything is in the truck right now, all haphazardly thrown. Oh, for those who are wondering, you guys know that I drive a black truck. This is my dad's truck. My truck is currently in the shop because the catalytic converter is getting replaced. I recently hit 100K miles on my truck through driving for thrift cons and stuff like that, that the catalytic converter went bad. So that's getting shopped, so I borrowed my dad's truck. Shout out him for these markets. Before I do tear down, I want to wrap up the video. I appreciate you guys so much for watching it. It was an interesting trip. Let's talk about money real fast. Austin, I believe I made a little over $800. I think it was like $850. I paid $100 for the spot, so there's the math for that. And then today, I only made about like $210. Granted, free market, free market, free market. Let me say that a million times. But still, it was kind of like really slow event. Thank God for my $10 rack. That definitely did. What is it? Bring in some sales. The realization I had that I was talking about is vintage really isn't selling the best. If you've been watching a lot of my videos, I've been bringing it up a lot. And I feel like with vintage, you need two things whenever you're selling, like two things to like make your boots stand out. Either you have curation or you have really good prices. Oh, I don't mean to flip you guys off there, my bad. With curation, there's boots like Vintage Wear, there's Shop Angel, good friends of mine, and they have amazing curations because they put so much heart and soul into this, and that they're able to sell pieces for higher because it goes with the overall theme of the booth. with prices, especially here in Houston, you gotta have good prices to sell vintage. Vintage is getting more and more popular, but I feel like the days of selling really expensive tees, really expensive collector items are over. And now people want good deals. They want $10 shirts, they want $20 sweaters. It used to be where I sold good t-shirts for $25 to $30 and they just fly. I was making money. But now it's just kind of like, okay, we can still do that, but it has to be $10 to $20. It has to be much cheaper, which granted, it does suck, but I rather make money than like be completely blown out the competition and make nothing at all. I feel like my curation is good, but it could be better. So the plan for these upcoming markets is to actually drop a lot of my prices just to bring them down, just because I feel it's better to like move things faster than to like not move things at all. I made, what is it, like over $1,000 this weekend, but just to be transparent, I believe like my first Austin market, the ISG market, I made well over like, I think $1,800. So, and I feel like that number has gone down every time I've done the market, and I just feel with the trajectory of vintage and stuff like that. So I'm grateful for the amount of money I made, but I feel like we can optimize it and do a little bit better. I'm excited to continue making vintage content so you guys can see the journey and the process with like what I'm saying right here. And if y'all guys are vintage sellers yourself, please, please, please let me know how it's going for y'all guys. I might not have all the answers, but I've been selling for 4 years, so maybe I can help you guys with something. Maybe I can give you guys some encouragement. I wish I caught your name, but today at Thriller, I had a younger guy say that, oh, you make YouTube videos, right? And then he said, both you and Paul Cantu have made me start selling vintage. And that is so freaking sick, guys. If you're watching this, shout out to you. I really appreciate you talking to me. But yes, if you guys have any questions about vintage, if you guys need any support, if you guys have any advice for me, like I'm not going to say no to advice, but yes, that is my spiel. That was the markets, guys. It was still a good weekend. Still grateful. Both me and my girlfriend made a good amount of money this weekend, and we're excited to keep on doing it next weekend. I'm incredibly grateful for what I get to do. And oh, before we leave, as you guys know, I've been promoting this at the end of every video. November 2nd, 10 North Milby Street is my first vintage market, the Resilient Flea. Don't miss it. And before you go, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching up until this point. Y'all guys rock. See ya.